I want to invite you to become or start to become more aware of your energy field. Um, we aren't always paying attention. I'm guilty about doing that, really. And shame on me because, and I hate shame, but I'm not always conscious of it. And if you have water, if you have a lot of water element, a lot of times you don't have those intentional boundaries because water wants to heal, water wants to nurture. And so sometimes we don't have those boundaries and it permeates our vessels. So, how do we manage a clear space? So, anytime you put your hands to your heart, you're calling your awareness to your soul, okay? And that is the higher intelligence. Anytime you close your eyes for a few seconds, you fall into a different state of brain activity, which relaxes you. Light levels will give you a light state of relaxation, allow you to help calm your nervous system. But the longer you keep your eyes closed and bring your awareness to your system and your internal world, the more your nervous system will calm down. If you're bringing your awareness to your heart, you're clearing the connection between your brain intelligence and your gut intelligence. We have a lot of neurons in our brain or in our stomachs. So it is where we also hold intelligence, but we don't move from there. And if you move too much from there and not enough with the brain, then people, they you're disconnected, right? You're not being led in a balanced way. It really should be heart led, but if your awareness is on your heart in a positive, gratuitous way, then that raises our frequency, allows us to uh, keep that nervous system balanced. Bringing the breath into the stomach, right? That also calms that vagal nerve. When you bring the breath up to the top of the brain, of the top of the head, it kind of pushes that cerebral spinal fluid up. And using that breath work, you can even have a DMT experience like that. That really activates, you know, um, sort of, yeah, psychedelic experiences that our brains have access to. We don't even need, plant medicine if we didn't want it to have these experiences. They are accessible. My friend and I did a trance position. It was like using breath work and holding a position for 15 minutes. It's challenging, but it was some ancient artifact that they studied that they found out, and it's all there. This is not new age. This stuff is all like very ancient, more so than we can imagine. We looked at Atlantis and Tartaria and Lemuria and all those ancient things as myth, but yeah. So think outside the box, guys. So how to manage it. Put your hands to your heart and, bring your awareness, close your eyes, do a little breath work, intentional breath work. Put yourself in a state of gratitude. And we can use the heart's toric field to clear our energy space. We can also use smudge, right? Native Americans did this, again, going backwards and learning from traditions that are earth-based practices. Um, you know, that clears, they even know that it clears germs out of the air, like microbes out of the air, but it also clears any lower vibration energy. Out of your space. So you can do it with intention, you can do it with breath work, you can do it with smoke, literal smudge, burning sage or Palo Santo or, something, whatever, there's different things that you could use for different, you're not limited to those things, but those are the most popular. Yeah, just clearing any interference that is in your biofield. And we can actually channel energies that we might work with, collectives or light, and then the light language activations, weaving that into your space. We channel energy with, well, our whole being, we can, but it really is concentrated in our palms. We can concentrate at using device. It's just a natural way to do it. I believe that there were masters that did this. So yeah, we can activate our core abilities as humans, our clairs, right? We can talk about what those are too. I don't want to make this video too long because it seems like people dig like the shorter videos, as do I. But we do access these states through stillness, meditation, and intention. Let's see, I'll just kind of wrap it up there. I could talk about some more stuff. If you guys have any questions or you want me to talk about anything deeper, but leave it in the comments. Definitely reach out, engage if you want, or if you feel like this is resonating with you in any way. We're anchoring new sort of light grids onto the planet right now. There's all this solar activity. There's that 3-eye atlas that, people are speculating on. And then there's people like me that are, sort of had been practicing accessing these other dimensional realities for a while, sometimes consciously, sometimes unconsciously, but it's becoming more conscious. And me doing these light body activations for so long and letting go of my attachments to any ideas about what weirdness is and how I'm being perceived by people. The right people will see it and get it, and maybe it'll activate something. And the wrong people will just not, and that's okay too. All I can do is, here's the thing. I was told by my inner voice that if I didn't show up and do these things, I wouldn't see the world that I wanted to live in. I reject anybody who says that, world peace is not accessible. I know it is, because there's people like me, and I know them. I know some of them. And like, I see the divine. I think I see the divinity in other people. I feel it in myself, and I see it through other people. And I feel like, absolutely, I belong to a race, at least one race of you know other dimensional beings that exist in that place. So I know it's accessible, and humans have been very low vibrational and limited for a very long time. But that age, there's so many endings of that past age and beginnings of this new age. Astrologically, we know about it. A lot of the major religions and teachings talk about it too. End of cycles. So we're literally starting a new cycle next year. Is going to be really fast. I'm here and available if anybody has questions, because I believe that I have been trained my entire life. I believe that it's in my DNA to be activated, to help, to be a helper human. And I believe that the times that are coming are going to call people like me and myself to step up a little bit more too, because I've invested myself. I've found it to be curious, and I've helped train myself to sustain chaotic energies and learn how to manage energy my entire life. And so I'm now feel like I'm stepping into that role of being assistance, because the new energies are going to come in really quickly, because it's all very fast and very fiery. Next year's the fire horse. My Sagittarius is or my midheaven is Sagittarius, and I do have a couple of major placements right there. So I am being activated just as much as I feel like I'm assisting others and doing so too. So thank you again for watching and for being here. Namaste, and I love you.